reduce speed when operating or working in close areas. So what I'm going to do now is lift my blade up, and we're going to go walk over to an area where I'm going to have a scenario of a tight area. So we're going to walk over to here. Worth mentioning, anytime I'm traveling in my dozer, no matter what company I'm working for, I am not utilizing third gear. Even though they call third gear a travel gear, I only need to walk, let's say, 50 yards over to my working area right here. There's absolutely no reason for the extra wear and tear that it creates. If you can imagine, the weight of these tracks slapping around, going about 7 to 10 miles an hour, is extremely, extremely forceful on the wear parts of this machine, be it the sprockets or the rollers or anything guides underneath our undercarriage. So now that we're in what I'm going to call our tight working area, I want you to see, and while I demonstrate, so I'm going to do my first little blade. And now I'm going to go down to first gear now that I'm pushing some material. And I'm going to push it over the edge. So we're going to work backwards, go backwards now. And this is exactly the scenario that we wanted to explain about working in a nice tight area. There is no reason to use second or even third gear in this area to reverse. I only have to back up about 10 to 15 feet and then initiate another push. So I'm going to do my second one here. Another thing worth mentioning, as I'm pushing this into what I'm going to call this pit here, or a borrow pit, whatever you want to call this, I'm pushing this off of an edge. So the one thing that I'm focusing on as far as safety goes is not using those additional gears. There's no reason to add the extra wear and tear on the dozer right now. But the main focus of why I'm in this tight little area and pushing off into an abyss, if you will, is compaction is very, very important in this scenario. I would like you to not push any farther than the edge of your blade to the drop-off here. I do not want the front of my tracks to get all the way to the drop-off. What's going to happen as you push material in here, you might fill this whole pit up, but you have not run down in there and compacted this area. So one of the most dangerous areas in this scenario here is tipping off of this edge due to lack of compaction.